Okay, expansion, bus.
Right after the.
Okay, sir.
Oh,
Yeah.
great. Yeah.
Okay, so expansion buses, expansion bus. So the term bus basically represents the concept of data transfer.
Bus.
Okay, you know that's what bus, right? So you need to transfer data. So in order to transfer data, so you say bus cable means a cable used for transferring data, similar to data cable. Okay. So here we are going to see about expansion bus. That means your motherboard will have some expansion slots. Okay, so if you want to add some extra devices or extra to develop any features, then you can use these slots.
Or video cards.
Yeah, extra video card, extra RAM, extra network card. Okay, all these things. So it depends upon the It depends upon the type of motherboard and the scope of the motherboard that decides how many you can add. Okay, let's say if your motherboard is has ran out of slots, then you can't buy a slot and put it on a motherboard. You can only plug things what is available on the motherboard. After that, you have no choice. Okay. So slot for motherboard can be inserted, adding new features in the computer. Okay, increasing memory, graphic storage, supporting special components. Now anything, whatever the special component may be, you should have the slot available on it. So it can also be called add-ins, the boards, okay, or expansion cards, expansion boards, add-ons. There are different names which are used. Okay. So there are two sizes of expansion slots, half and full. Half slots are also called 8-bit slots. They are capable for transferring 8-bit. Okay, and full is 16-bit. So 16-bit transfer, so a little bit faster, double faster. So so bus is the data connection connected to computer between two or more devices called data bus. So you can have data bus, address bus, or local bus. Okay, even the bus cables, you have a cable for transferring data and cable for transferring address. You know what you mean by address, right? Address means memory address. Okay.
Okay.
There are two ways you can transfer data. There are two types of buses, parallel and serial. Okay, depending on that, you will have a parallel port, serial port. Okay. If you, I don't know if they are giving the differences here. The difference is a serial port, as the name says, it can transfer data only one by one, like a queue structure, one after the other. Parallel, simultaneously data can be transferred using many queues. Okay, so that's the difference. So it's basically when it comes to bus, how much data that you can transfer, that's what matters. That decides the performance of the bus. So a computer's throughput or bus speed is measured in Mbps as usual, just like you measure your internet speed, or Bps if it is small. Okay, that's how you measure the speed, just like your internet connection. Okay, so this is basically what the general aspect of a bus. Now, what kind of device you are going to plug in? Depending on that, there are differences. Okay, now first we are starting with graphics. Okay, expansion interface, graphic cards. Okay, so you have AGP. Now it's called graphic cards, video cards. Okay, all are same.
For gamings.
Yeah, for gaming as well as for if you have some other softwares, 3D software especially. You have 3D softwares, so you need the 3D rendering feature. And if your motherboard built-in graphic card, now you by default you have a graphic card or video card. Otherwise you can't see the monitor, right? So if that lacks that capability, then you can put an a more powerful one. Okay, that's what it is. So AGP, accelerated graphic port. used for video cards and 3D accelerators. Okay, accelerator means it will pace up the speed. So now basically all the electronic devices, all electronic devices, they have the speed of all electronic devices measured in hertz. Megahertz or gigahertz. Okay, your CPU, RAM, USB, anything, any electronic device, it is measured, the basic speed is measured in hertz. Hertz is unit of frequency. Okay, that is one. Okay, that is how capable the device is for working. And the other thing is the data speed. That's what we see in Mbps, that we measure in how much data it can transfer. Okay, that's basically regarding the networking aspect of the device. Okay, so Mbps is basically networking aspect. That is the cable strength or whatever it is. Okay, so basically all electronic devices, this will be there. Whether it is CPU, any kind of chips, you will have this. Okay, so here there is a 66 megahertz. So that will be 66 into 1 million clock cycles.
1 million
clock cycle.
So it's
clock cycles.
1 million clock cycles. You know that, right? That's the speed of frequency. And when it comes to data speed, they say 133 Mbps. GPU also supports 503 Mbps or 1 Gbps. Okay, so we are not talking about internet speed here. We are talking about just the speed between your the card to your monitor. Okay, so it's very very near, right? So you have different types. 2.0. See, it's November 2000. It's very old, huh? The book is very old. But whatever it is, the concept, the only thing is you will have advanced devices. That's it. Maybe you will have 4.0 or something.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you have AMR, audio modem riser. It is also old. Single card that function as audio and modem. Why do you need audio and modem? Audio modem. I don't know what kind of device. I think.
Obsolete.
Modem for.
Yeah, but what does it have to do with audio?
But there are some audio cards as well.
The modem is for telephone connections, something regarding telephone. I don't know what this is. This is I think this is for what? This is for video and this is for audio. You have audio ports also, right? This is where you plug the speakers. You're plugging the speakers, right? So behind that speaker there is a card which is plugged inside the motherboard. Okay, now that is built in, and if you want more than built in, you can use this audio modem riser. I don't know, this is something has to do with the telephone lines. Okay, maybe to hear the telephone calls, I don't know what it is. Okay, but it is audio cards. Okay, and then you have CNR. See, these are different fancy names. Okay, you can simply say network card. So this is a network card, right? So you plug your network cable, your LAN cable, or Ethernet cable. Okay, which gives you the LAN connection. It seems like this is a built-in card. Again, this one also. Okay. Then you have extended industry standard architecture (EASA). So those are different cards. Now you can have different card. Now, what is this card? This is extended industry architecture, means it's not built in. As the name says, you can extend it. You have a graphic card, you can put another graphic card. This is actually the real add-on.
It's like RAM?
No, this is not RAM. This is graphic card. Okay, as you can see the serial code here.
Parang natatanggal na.
So, yeah,
Then,
last week.
You'll be missing classes.
Yeah, they told a new backup.
Okay. Alright, so this is a graphic card. You can see a serial port here. Okay, so some graphic cards they also have HDMI port and what else? USB and all these things. Now this is an old one. Okay. And then so these are different varieties. Okay, different industry standards. This is an industry standard from IBM. And you have ISA, industry standard architecture. That is also from IBM. You have 88-bit, 16-bit. Okay. This is another type of graphic card which have parallel port. This is parallel port. The parallel port is better than serial port.
Yes.
Because of its fast data transfer. And this is where you plug in it, right? If you have done that, did you do that flash animation? Where you assemble your PC yourself, you can just do the third exercise, you will
for additional
plug
features
into that slot. So and then the port will come outside, show outside. That's where you plug the cables.
Okay.
And you have PCI, peripheral component interconnect. This is another architecture. Okay, so basically it's all different terms. Okay, now this is a little bit better. It gives you 133 Mbps speed. Okay, I'm sure that if you go to the latest one, these things should be overlapped. Means you would have a new model or new standard right now. This is old. It released in 2000s. Okay. So what I will ask you is, you see this is advanced, this is a little better, this is what we are talking about, PCIe card. Okay. So you see this is serial port, this is HDMI port, you know HDMI, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And what is this?
For
VGA.
for the monitor.
Yeah, this is VGA, serial.
Serial.
VGA, serial can be parallel or VGA can be parallel or serial, okay. This is DVI.
For the
Digital,
monitor.
little bit better. Multimedia, you can use more for multimedia. Now even in your monitors, you're using white, this is white cable, right? This is DVI connector.
Yes.
Mine is not white, mine is blue, right? So I'm using VGA because I'm connecting to this projector. This projector can support only VGA. Okay. But if you see your computers, you would have this connector, DVI. Okay.
Blue.
Now I'll give you some assignment so you can find out something is not. Book just list things, okay? It's like a dictionary, okay? That may not be useful to you. And this is again another graphic card, another standard, VESC, Video Electronic Standard Association. So there are different organizations, okay? Okay, you know these organizations, right?
Yes.
Means you know about IEEE, right? IEEE. International Organization for Electrical and Electronics Engineering. Under this organization, there are a lot of organizations. Okay, so what's the point is they set the standards. Okay, standards can be what, how much power it should consume, how it should translate the AC to DC power, and how much data it should, how many pins it should have. Okay, according to these standards, the motherboards will be manufactured because it has to be compatible with the motherboard. Now, what if you follow this standard? One motherboard follows, graphic card follows this standard and the motherboard follows the other standard. So it will not match. You can't just plug in, okay? So that's why we have these different standards. I'm sure right now you have a common standard, okay? These are actually a little old. Alright. And then you have expansion devices. Now this is about expansion slots and cards, okay, add-ons. And expansion devices, you have, if you want, you can put an extra sound, network, modem. Normally you don't put a modem on a PC or on the motherboard nowadays. But before, if you remember, 15 years back or 20 years back, you had dial-up connections, right?
Yeah.
So then you will not have a router. You will have a modem and you will connect the modem to a computer or a server.
If somebody will call, it will disconnect. Also.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, that will be there. But the point of connecting it to a computer is you can share internet from that computer. Let's say I have a modem here and I will have this modem card and I will connect the telephone line to my computer and I will share internet with you, just like sharing folders. And if my computer is switched off, you will not get internet. You are going through a proxy. Okay. You can even connect TVs. If you want to connect TV to your computer, you can do that. Other interface that acts as video processing. Personal Computer Memory Card International Association. This is again another organization. It has some cards, type 1, type 2, type 3. Yeah, this is, you know what this is?
Expansion.
You can see, right, by the ports, what do you say? This, you put this card, right? What is the card called? In your phone, you have memory card. Yeah, if you want to put memory cards. Okay, there are different types of memory cards or card readers. This is basically a card reader. Now, right now, we just use USB, right?
Yeah.
USB is famous. You see, this is USB 2.0. You know what's the latest USB? 3 point? 3.2 is there. Anyway, so these are things that you have to know, okay? So when you buy a laptop, you have to check whether it's USB 3 or 3.2 or 3.5. Make sure it's the latest. What's the difference? Again, the speed, performance. Okay. So these are things you have to know. So when you may find a laptop which is cheaper and it has better features, but do you really see all these things? Okay. So this is an old one, right? So you just have to plug it in. I don't know. You should have a slot in the motherboard. This is actually a drive. Drive, right? Like a CD drive. So you have to plug it in. You will see this outside. You can put your memory cards here, and you can see on your Explorer. Okay, like different C drive, D drive. Video cards, input output cards. These are very old.
Sir?
Yeah.
So what is the topic of this?
Huh?
What is the topic?
We are actually in the 5th lesson, okay? It's expansion bus. I'll tell you later, okay? I think some other people, many...
Yeah, one more guy.
Only 2?
Yeah. And one girl, she might come later, not now.
Okay. Okay, so you have communication cards and all. I will show you the PC, okay? Maybe after 8 o'clock I'll show you. But right now, I'll give you something to find. Okay, let's say for example, I have a requirement. I'll put it down for my company. So I have bought these Dell 9020 machines, okay, and they have this built-in graphic card, but that doesn't support much of the graphics that you need. Okay, maybe you want to play a game, or maybe you want to do 3D rendering. Okay, find the best video card or graphic card. Okay, find the best video card or graphic card compatible with Dell.
Okay.
Compatible with Dell.
Optics 90.
Yeah, Dell Optiplex 9020. So why I gave is the motherboard architecture can be different. Dell motherboard architecture can be different. ASUS can be different. Now these companies, they have tie-ups. So when you find a graphic card, if you're going for an AMD or NVIDIA graphic card or Intel graphic card, there will be an agreement between Dell and NVIDIA. So they will manufacture only according to their requirements, compatibility. Okay. So find it and give me the price and its feature. So basically you have to give the price, okay, model, and speed with respect to clock speed, and data transfer speed, and memory. All these things, right? We will check for graphic. Find out. This is fine.
Not
3D rendering, not 2D. Got it. Intel or AMD, right?
Intel AMD.
What? You will have this.
I have
This
AMD.
has that AMD means I'm talking about NVIDIA. Intel means
GeForce.
GeForce.
Ito, bitik na ito.